Hi guys, welcome back to the Totally Magic channel, and as we head towards the holiday season, Christmas, people celebrating, you tend to find you have friends and family come round and visit, and I thought what better way to entertain them than to have a quick impromptu card trick. Now, we take some cards and you ask someone to help you and to shuffle them. So they will shuffle the deck. This is a genuine shuffle, by the way. Now we've arrived at some cards on top, and that's because I want you to choose one of these top 4 cards. Okay, let's take a look at what you've got. You've got the 10 of spades. You've got, the lady, the Queen of Hearts. You've got a 10 of hearts and a 6 of hearts. 4 cards freely arrived at. Okay, now I'm going to get you to choose one of these cards randomly. Card 1, 2, 3 and 4. Let's number these from the top. So this is card number 1, 2, 3, 4. I want you to call out any numbered card. Now, number 1, are you sure you don't want to choose one of the others? I'm going to place that down there because that leaves us with these 3 cards here. And you could have chosen any of these, but you've gone for this one. For the first time, I want you to look at this card. Remember it. But it doesn't matter if you forget it, because what's going to happen is I'm going to look at it as well. The 10 of hearts. Everyone can see that, the 10 of hearts. But do remember that you had a free choice. You could have chosen any of these, but this is the one you went for, the 10 of hearts. Now this is where the magic comes in. If we put your card over here, that leaves us with the 3 remaining cards, and we'll place these on the table there. People often talk about time traveling. Now, as a magician, we know it's impossible to travel forward into time. Why? Well, because it hasn't happened yet. However, we can travel back in time, and we're going to try this with your card upon the top of the deck. The 10 of hearts. Watch, because we're going to go backwards in time. Now, we can't go too far, so we can't go forward, but we can go backwards. Watch. Let's go back just 2 minutes. Now, of course, 2 minutes ago, your card wasn't here. And it's not here now. Or here. Or here. And in fact, you can take this whole deck and look at every card. You'll find your card isn't there. 2 minutes ago, your card was among this packet here. Remember, we had 4 cards there originally. We have 4 cards now. Can you remember what position you chose? Number 1. Number 1 position. Could this possibly be? And it really is your chosen card out of all of these, and it's returned back 2 minutes. Practice and enjoy. As mentioned at the start of this performance, I think this is great because it's 100% impromptu and you can borrow the cards. And even if you go to somebody's house this holiday season and they don't have a complete deck, it doesn't matter. You don't need a whole deck if they've lost a few. Perform it exactly as I delivered it. It doesn't require anything special, no special skill at all. But let me just go through the handling with you. So, in essence, they shuffle the cards. That's genuine. The 4 cards you remove from the top, they're genuine. However, as you push off the top 4 cards, you push off another one and get a break under it. Because you're going to steal that in a moment, you flip these over and immediately you're going to grab not only those 4 cards, but that extra card they don't see. So you lift this off and you'll notice how natural this is. Now, don't forget, the audience don't know what's coming next, so they don't even know that the trick's actually begun here. You've just simply removed 4 cards that they shuffle to the top. I then want to show these, and the way that I do this to hide that extra card which is currently face down is quite simple. You go through each card, there's a 9 of hearts, turn it over, put it to the bottom. The 7 of clubs, the 5 of diamonds, and the ace of spades. And I put this to the bottom. You now count the cards to reverse their order. So I just tend to hold them in the middle grip and just slide off 1, 2, 3, 4 cards. By the way, that was a double. I was holding 2 cards there on the last one. Just drop it on there. They've seen the faces of 4 cards. There's 4 cards there. Nothing seems to have happened yet. I then spread the cards out. Number 1, 2, 3, but I'm holding the last 2 together. There they are there. Okay, so I ask them to pick a card. Now at this point they do have an absolute free choice. Now if they choose 1, 2 or 3, just slide it out. So say for example they took the card in the 2nd position. I slide this out. I'm then going to get this one to the top here, because this is the extra card that they haven't seen at the bottom. I'm going to get this to the top and I say that leaves us 3 cards. I'm then going to push off this top card and just show it to say, and remember you could have had any of these cards, and I return it to the bottom. All you're trying to do here is to get that extra card to the top, and you'll see why. Because now I've got to flip this over like that. How do I do that? Well, don't worry, you don't need to use any special sleight. You can do this anyhow you like. The reason I didn't get the spectator to look at their card immediately, because now what I tend to do is just drop my hand to my side like this and say, have a look at your card. You've got plenty of misdirection here. Let me just do this up here, but you normally do it just on the side of your leg. I just push the card, and as I, by my side, I just flip the card like that. Simple as that, and hold a break. Now, you may be able to do this a different way, and if you know a better way of doing it than that, but I find this is fine. All attention is on here. So I do that again. I say to them, so I've got a break under this top card. I say, have a look at your card that you've chosen. And as they do that, I flip it and I've got a break. There it is there. It's that simple. All focus is on here. They look at it. This is the situation I've got. That card is reversed. Remember, that's the extra card. I keep this like this. As I take the card from them and say, it doesn't matter if I see it and everyone, remember that card. As you bring it over, you're covering this face-up card like this, and you're all done. You can pick these 2 cards together like this, and you can momentarily show it, but don't make a big deal of these. These are the other 3 cards they rejected. They're genuine. So you convince them this is the 4th card. These are here. Turn them over. You then flip this double over and you deal off that card. They believe that to be the ace. It's not. And you drop that on top of the pack. If you want, you can even push it into the pack if you don't trust someone not to grab it. You know what friends and family are like. They tend to grab. So you could even just push it in like that if you want. I leave it on top. Now, this is the thing. They chose the card in the 2nd position. I know that this is the card that they chose. Okay. I need to get a card on top. I'm doing the placement now. So I say, look, you could have chosen any of these cards here. And all I do, I've got 2 cards here. You see I've placed 1 card on top. Square these up. They've seen 3 cards. You've now got their card in the 2nd position. This is all done. And what I love about this trick, I know it's very simplistic, but nobody knows the magic has happened yet, because it hasn't. You haven't done your time traveling part yet. You then come to the pack, you pick it up, you square their card up, and you talk about time travel. You can't go forward, but you can go back. Boom, we go back 2 minutes. And when you flip this over, trust me, your friends and family, this is a real humdinger of a trick here. They think, where's it gone? That was the ace just a moment ago. You go through some other cards and they can even have those cards to examine. It's not there. It wasn't there because 2 minutes ago it was here. You spread it, they see 4 cards, which 2 minutes ago, when you put these down, there was only 3. Now, there's 4 cards back there. And as the real kicker, they remind you that they chose the 2nd card down. And when you turn this over and it turns out to be their card, it's such a great little trick. And I know that I've been doing a lot of these recently, but do you know what? A lot of these self-working, impromptu, very basic, non-sleight of hand tricks. I've been doing a lot of these recently to friends and family, and do you know what? I get the same magical reaction from them as I do when I'm doing something that involves a trick deck, a fake card, or some sleight of hand Elmsley move, or something like that. So don't worry about that it's simple. This Christmas and holiday time, this is going to be one of your best and easiest tricks to perform. I hope you enjoyed that. Till next time, have yourselves a great holiday. If you don't watch any more videos leading up to the Christmas period, from me, Totally Magic, I'll see you soon.